What's up guys, it's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. And we are back again today, and now it's with the War of Three Kingdoms. So as you can see, I've been assigned to the ranks of the mighty Shu Kingdom. Please go ahead and let me know what kingdom you guys are assigned with, and when the war starts I want to hear those names, those weird and wacky names of your teams that you're going to be fighting alongside. So good luck for the War of Three Kingdoms, guys. And today we're going to have a look at the new hero that they've given us. So we have a single new 5-star hero in the portal, and it is this lovely lady. I think you said Xiwangmu? Something like that. Xiwangmu. So Xiwangmu is a fire hero. Now we've got fire elemental going on at the moment, and we've got another fire hero in this portal. So it's going to be a case of, do we decide to summon in the elementals, which we've had a look at, and those heroes are absolutely brilliant, or do we decide to summon in this portal for this lovely lady? So let's start off with the class. So she is of the cleric class, a very, very good defensive class, because they get the mana shield, which is a chance to resist negative mana effects and also effects that prevent the use of special skills. So it's a really good class bonus. The family bonus, she is part of the Journey family. So they get a chance, which is 50, 75 or 100% chance to increase the duration of a status effect that's cast by 1, 2 or 3 turns. Now, we've seen that work extremely well for this guy because of his dodge effect, and that can increase the chance, increase the dodge by a certain number of turns. I'm not sure whether it's going to be the same with her, but we're going to expect that she's probably going to cast a buff with that family bonus for the Journey family heroes. She also gets 2 passives. So one is the health recovery on buff received. So she gets a 50% chance to recover 10% health when she receives a buff or a positive stack. And the passive of mana on buff. So she gets a 50% chance to gain 10% mana when she receives a buff or a positive stack. So there's a lot going on even before we've gotten to the special. So these passives I do really like, because every time she gets a buff, there's a chance she's going to get healed. And also the passive here where she gets mana every time she receives a buff as well. So really good family bonus, really good passives, and an excellent class. So doing well so far. So she looks like she is probably like the mama, like she's the queen. I know we've had Queen Guowang. Maybe she's the queen of the other side. Maybe she's like Erlang Shen's mum. I don't know. But yeah, she looks like royalty, sat in her chair just sipping on a wine. Like she really couldn't care less what's going on with all these battles and what she's doing. So stats wise, that is a really high attack stat. Again, I think these stats are just going bonkers at the moment, but nearly 1,000 attack, 982 attack, 957 on the defense. Again, very respectable. Funnily enough, she is less sort of staunch in the health department, which may well work well in conjunction with her special. Funny to hear myself say that, but it may be to her benefit, as we're going to see now. So what is her special skill? So her special is the Peach of Immortality, and it's running at average speed. Can't see a peach, but all right. So at average speed, if the caster dies during the next 5 turns, they are resurrected in the beginning of their next turn with 35% health, and 815 damage is dealt to all enemies. All status effects and stacks are removed when the caster dies, and all allies get plus 50% critical chance for 4 turns, and all allies get plus 15% attack, and there's a maximum stack of 10 on that. All right, so there's quite a bit going on here. Now, this is kind of an anti-special, because when the caster casts her special, you're kind of hoping for her to die after that. So it's kind of a weird one. I mean, I do use Steropes from the Cyclops heroes, And I use him to pretty good effect because he kind of gives the whole team this bonus, where on his second charge and obviously the third charge as well, if the whole team dies during the next few turns, they get resurrected with a certain amount of health. And if you use it well, it can be an extremely powerful effect. So while it's interesting, I think that it can be used to good effect if you kind of don't mind playing on the edge of your seat sometimes, because I think that's what this lady's doing. She's kind of toying with death, literally. So, let's just break it down. So she casts her special. If she then dies during the next 5 turns, 5 turns is a long time. So it's definitely going to give there be a chance for her to be dead by the end of the 5 turns. She resurrects herself. Okay, so that means that if you are playing like that, you're only going to get one hero coming back. It's going to be her, and she's going to deal 815 damage to all enemies, which is all right. I mean, that's quite a bit of damage to the whole team. But the problem with that is that she might be the only one left standing, in which case if there is anybody left on the enemy team, they're just going to take her out and that's it. So I wouldn't really want to rely on that. What is interesting about this hero is the critical chance for 4 turns. So 50% critical chance is quite a big boost. And then also the stack giving all allies plus 15% attack. And that can go up to 150% attack, which would be extremely useful. I'm going to say it. The only problem with this hero is that you kind of want to have a hero on your team that can literally decapitate one of your own team members. And if you could choose to just murder her after she casts her special, this would be an absolutely amazing hero. But you can't. There's no hero that does that. And for that reason, I kind of think she's going to be a pretty useless hero. So yeah, it's kind of a roundabout way of saying I'm not a huge fan of this hero. If there was some kind of way that you could sort of suicide one hero in your team, this would be an amazing hero because she could just keep coming back, keep adding the stack onto your team and keep the critical chance up, and keep dealing that huge amount of damage to the whole of the enemy team. So that really is pretty much all I've got to say about this hero. I think she's interesting, but I don't really want her. I don't think that she would be a hero that I would like to mess around with. I just, the main goal of this team is sort of keeping the heroes on your team alive, and she's completely going against that. So very, very interesting hero. I mean, the critical chance is great, but I mean, you get that with a hero like I'm thinking of Flip, where he boosts the critical chance, he gives the bypass as well, and he's got a nice big heal. He's all about sort of supporting the team and keeping the team alive. She really doesn't care about the team at all. She's just all about harakiri. And that's her game. That's her bag. So yeah, there are some other incredible heroes in this portal. I mean, you've got the Queen who's featured. She is an absolutely excellent hero. This guy, Zhong Shanjun, he hasn't been that impactful. I never thought he was going to be initially when he was released, but yeah, I was sort of proven right, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm not too sure about these featured heroes. I think if you're going to go for anyone, the Queen is one to go for. And there are some other extremely good heroes in this portal. You've got Erlang, obviously Nine-Headed Beast, and this guy who was recently featured in the Soul Exchange. There are some excellent heroes in here, don't get me wrong. But these probably would be the draw cards for the portal, as well as obviously Queen Go Wang. So in summary, I wish you guys all of the best of luck in this portal. I hope you don't pull this lady unless there's something that I'm missing about her. Sometimes I don't assume to know everything, but sometimes I do get it wrong. I just don't think that the way her mechanic works is going to make her that great of a hero. So I wish you guys all of the best in your War of Three Kingdoms. Please let me know your silly names of your teams. And please drop us a like and subscribe if you find the videos helpful. And I'll look forward to seeing you all again next time. Bye for now, guys.